Jackson's recording only.
Well,
Actually, you're only recording yourself.
Correct.
Just because I'm like, what, huh? What am I like?
Just because you're like, oh, my hair, yeah. And I'm like, oh, yes. That's the perfect point to start.
That was totally me. I'm totally checking out my hair. I'm not that, I need my radio hair.
You still got all your hair so far, which is good.
I got some of it at least. Ooh.
All right, ready?
No.
Cool. Play the intro.
Which intro?
And it's gone!
Oh, damn it. They've got the intros gone. Oh, dang it. Well, nice.
It's hard because I've got 3 intros written here. I've got silly outro.
Yeah, it's the outro one.
Intro, and then I have real outro.
Yeah, real outro is the intro one, I think.
No, I don't know. No, I think silly outro was the intro.
Oh, yeah,
so
silly
then I
outro is
changed
the
it
outro.
to intro. So intro must be the
one.
intro.
Oh, you changed it. Okay, good.
No, this is the...
My allegiance is to the
This is the normal
Republic,
one.
to democracy!
You're still a failure!
Boy, you look really pumped for this. I haven't seen you smile this much in a while.
No offense, but I really don't care.
But I know, I don't care what you think. It's because I've missed this. That's why. That's why I'm so happy. Because I've missed this, Troy. I've missed this.
Yeah, I know. It must be a real shame having to make all those Splatoon videos and post them.
I mean, that I wanted to do too.
Ooh.
That was a good sound.
I'm glad I picked this one.
That was a good crackatini sound.
It was a good crackatini sound.
Yes.
Tasty tinny too.
My day still work for them. And now they're going out of business. Bilsons.
Who are they?
Bilsons.
They've gone out of business.
Yeah, they're going to Hold on. They went into administration. Yeah, that one. I know because I saw the news headline. I posted to my dad. Today we made the excruciatingly difficult decision to put Bilsons into voluntary administrations.
Oh, really? Wow. That's actually a surprise because I paid full price for this. I couldn't decide what flavour to get. I actually walked into walked into Dan Murphy's and I was legit like, I knew, because I've had these before. I've bought them with friends and taken them to friends and had them at friends' parties and stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And I don't go there very often, so when I do go, I get something I like. And I was like, oh, I could get the strawberry one or the creamy soda or the Tingles flavoured one.
Mm.
And I was walked in there genuinely like with this, because I knew what other stuff I was going to get, but I genuinely was like conflicted with, when I got to the vodka section, which Bilson's flavour am I going to get? And I looked at them, I'm like, oh, I could get 1 can of this for $9 or 1 can of this and that. I'm like, but where? And I walk over to the non-fridge section. I'm like, maybe there's other flavours over here. And I find this big box that has 10 mixed pack.
Are they any good?
And I was like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Well, so far, I've only had the creamy, which I've had before, and the pine lime, which I've had before. And now I've opened the grape burst, and I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm glad I grabbed this one.
Yeah, right. Cool. Yeah, because my dad didn't like working there much.
Why's that?
The managements were a bit...
Too much alcohol.
Yeah, everyone was drinking. No one was working.
When you work it, you got to keep your work at work, so you can't take it home with you.
Yeah, but it's at work, stays at work, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Well, if you're working at a pub, you got to have a couple of drinks. So if you're working at a I can't pronounce the word brewery.
Yes.
I cannot pronounce. It's one of those. Brewery. No, can't do it. I know how to say it. I can't say it. When there's some words people can't say?
Yes, like phenomenon.
Brewery. I can't say brewery.
Phenomenon.
Yeah, that one. Phenomenon.
That's my word.
Well, how did you say it?
Phenomenon.
You said it fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Phenomenon.
Okay, cool. I'll take it then. We'll take it.
Brewery.
Brewery. Welcome to the How to Speak English podcast.
Honestly, I can't say my Aries. Find another airy word. Library. I can't say library.
Raspberry.
Library?
What about raspberry?
Oh, that's different. That's berry.
Strawberry. Oh, I suppose.
Berry. I can say berry. I can't say
airy.
Airy.
Jewelry is different.
Brewery. There you go. I managed to say it.
What about jewelry?
I said it. Jewelry. No, jewelry is a hard one to say too. I can say jewelry, but I have to think about it and say it like that. I can't say jewelry. I have to say jewelry.
I'd love to see what this AI clip generator says of this part.
Oh my goodness, those. I thought about making more of them, but the ones that I looked at were a bit.
They're so shit. They're honestly so shit. I'm no offense.
Yeah, but they're getting 400 views somehow.
Yeah. Which is the worst part for me.
But Jackson, the last, because I only did one the other day, because I was like,
Yeah, I saw that
I'll
one.
space him out, like Jackson said, and I'll wait for him to, upload another video.
Which I
Still
have.
waiting.
I upload one. You can do more shorts of the same episode though, if you can find decent ones.
I could, but the problem is, unless it's funny in the first 20 minutes, like you got to look for you got to go through them. But a lot of the other ones were semi par,
Yeah.
and weren't really funny.
Yeah.
And I clicked on one that was just basically
Us talking.
like the joke happens after the actual recording bit. So you've got the build up to it,
Yes.
and that's
that's
the
it.
clip. That's the 30-second clip is the build up, and then the joke happens literally like 5 seconds afterwards.
Yeah. That's funny.
And yeah, you can edit it and you can do
Yeah.
it, but I couldn't be bothered doing that myself. That's
No,
why
that's
I
fair.
grabbed the AI clip maker.
Yeah. Because I could just give you all the files and get you to manually do it, but that takes work.
Well, you could, but you haven't done that yet.
But the problem I keep having is stupid YouTube corrupting the upload, which is a pain in the ass. So I'm going to try again with a recent one, but anyway.
Did you try again with the one you uploaded?
No, I was going to do it last night because I had to re-render it because I deleted it because I thought, oh yeah, upload fine, I'll delete it, and then it didn't work, and then I'm like, shit.
Must have been my family friendly background from that one. Must have been the pork.
Well, the pork is that just debunked it immediately because I noticed the previous episode you had the pork background and it worked fine. So
Yeah, I know. Because
that's why
I
you're
was
saying
like,
it's not
hold
the
on, wait
pork.
a minute. Definitely not the pork.
If not the pork. Yeah.
Well, that's,
Did we actually mention the title of the episode? I don't think we said welcome to the Average Blokes podcast, but that doesn't even matter.
yeah, sure. Welcome to the Average Blokes podcast.
Because-
I'm Jackson and he's Troy.
Yeah, because last time I played that
I'm
cringy
Troy and
thing.
he's Jackson.
I played that cringy thing and we forgot to do the intro and or say the name of the show. But anyway,
I mean, it doesn't matter.
really,
I mean, it does, but
we're not commercial radio, so it's fun.
you know what I found fascinating about the whole subscriber and things like that, right?
Go
So I watched a video like 2 weeks ago that got 11 million views, and it was some guy basically he made like a documentary video about how Mr. Beast videos are fake.
Oh yeah, he's a fraud.
Yeah, all that stuff. And who doesn't? Of course they're fake. Anyway, but kids don't know that, I guess. But it got a lot of views, right? And this guy got like 300K subscribers just from that one video. Ooh. And he uploaded another video where he speaks to another a guy who used to work for Mr. Beast.
Yes.
And basically, the guy shares his story about how he was quote unquote tortured it does sound like it was pretty bad work practices and it wasn't very good and someone should have stepped in sooner, but also the guy kind of didn't really help himself a little bit.
Yeah, I think
it sounds like there was a lot of manipulation going on.
Yeah, I know the video you talk about because it randomly pops up in my suggestions, but I haven't clicked on it yet because it's the title is.
It's actually
I work for Mr. Beast.
I
He's
know
a
it's
fraud.
so clickbaity, but it's actually real. It's actually a really good video.
Yeah.
Hence why I got so many things. But it made me think about how the fact that you've got these channels, right, where people have one or two videos and they get over 100 million subscribers, and you got people who've made thousands of videos who have got like maybe 100 subscribers, or like you and a certain person that I like to mention who
I was
only
about to
has
say.
yours is but it's different because your video, it's also quality versus quantity as well.
Yeah, I suppose.
that has got something to do with it. But it made me it makes me think about how like people click subscribe so easily and so just quickly without actually thinking, am I going to watch another video from this person? Because I watched another video by another well-known YouTuber named Penguins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Charlie.
I think it was Penguin.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. You know, the woohoo meme guy.
Yeah.
And I've watched a few of his videos because only the short ones, only the clips, because they're actually interesting. Although this one was a half an hour video. This one was a 10-minute video, basically about some stupid YouTube drama that happened it didn't even involve the guy basically, But it was funny because it was about someone playing piano and then someone saying that piano was bad in the comments. Your playing was bad in the comments section. And another person going, you do a better job then. And then the guy went, all right, fine, and actually did a better version of this song.
That's good.
But what I
Back it up.
found hilarious is the guy who commented and said, you do a better job then, got 6K subscribers,
Oh,
right? Guess how many videos this guy has uploaded?
50. No, 2. Like
None.
2.
None.
Oh, that's
He
clever.
hasn't got any. He just, all of these subscribers came because of the Penguins video and because he was a party in the Penguins video because he was part of the
group.
not group, what's the word? Part of the conflict.
Okay, sure.
Because he escalated the conflict, a bunch of people subscribed to this guy's channel that will probably never make content
That's
and
funny.
probably only exists so he can comment. And the best part is the guy knows this. So in his description, he goes, "Thank you everyone who has subscribed because of this piano ordeal.
Yeah, so
have a good day."
There are lots of people on the internet who do that though with YouTube, especially comments are like, "There's I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but he plays a lot of funny sim games, and there's one guy who's like day 500 of asking this YouTuber to play such and such game." And
Oh yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
probably.
I could have sworn I know that one.
Yeah, you probably
It's
do.
not. I have heard. I know there is someone who I have heard that day because there's a couple of channels like that where they're like day 10 of this or
Yeah.
There's one specifically when you bring up sim games. Is there was a channel called Day. It was like day 200 in Civ 7 news or something like that. And all the videos are is it's not out today or no new news, no news.
That's good.
So there's like 300 videos of just no news.
No news. That's the thing because like on Twitter there was being these niche accounts, and when there was a new Bayonetta game being announced, there was a Twitter account saying day of 356 with no Bayonetta news, and then when Bayonetta news dropped, they're like, "Oh, there's been 0 days since Bayonetta news."
Yeah, it's like that. Those old days since a work accident sort of old
days
things
since
that
last
they had.
incident.
Did they actually exist? I've
Yes.
never seen one.
Yes, I
I've
was
never
part of
actually
one.
seen one. Really?
Yeah, I contributed.
Oh, you made that number go down.
Yeah, it was a high number.
Thanks.
And then
That's why there's all those photos of day 0
since
thanks
last
to
incident.
Jackson.
hours
Yeah,
of
it
product
says
lost since last injury or something ridiculous.
No, there's an image online it's at the top. It says like 0 days since last accident. Thanks, Jackson.
You're welcome, someone.
Thanks a lot, Jackson.
No, because I see them a lot on some of the sites I work at. So yeah, they do exist.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So they do exist.
it's
Okay.
a matter of if they actually get updated. It's another thing because you just
True,
go
true.
so long without having a workplace injury. But then when you have a near miss, you don't count because it's a near miss because that's what.
Do you
they
see any in weird places? Like, could you imagine you walk into an office building and like someone's like, paper cut, and the other person walks
Jesus,
over the
nuts.
board and pulls the thing off?
I can imagine like a parody, like days since last paper jam and printer, or like
No, it's just days since last injury,
Yeah, I
and
know,
like
I know.
they've got the little they've got a piece of paper or a whiteboard, and the person writes like 1,
Yep.
and then the next day someone's like kicks the chair. It's like stubbed my toe, and they have to walk over the whiteboard and wipe it off. And they get to
Yeah.
day 3, and some person walks in, and they're like, and they're like, "What happened? I sprained my ankle in the elevator."
oh no.
So they gotta wipe it off again
My favorite one I've seen was Game
because that's a
Grumps.
work injury.
Yeah, that's kind of. My favorite one I've seen was Game Grumps, where they had an episode, and it was like days since Aaron beatboxed, because he beatboxed almost every day in every video at least. So they're like disappointed
That's
after one day.
horrible. I've only watched a couple of clips from their thing. I cannot
That's fair.
imagine one of those guys keep beatboxing. I cannot imagine it being good. Is it good?
No, it's not
It's
amazing.
not good, is it?
It's not amazing, but it's just comical, a deliberate comical beatboxing.
Beatboxing is the
Yeah, like
isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
My name is Aaron, and I don't know.
Yeah, but it's just the mouth movement ones,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's a bit of bit of amateurism, but
Amateur.
it's just, but like I said, it's comical, so it's all good. Yes. Highlights. Do you want to have highlights?
Yes.
I've got two quick ones.
My highlight is I bought these tinnies.
My highlights were quick ones. I come across an alpaca outside of its paddock, right on the roadside. That was fun. And almost hit a wallaby or a small kangaroo on the side of the road.
I guess he was packing up.
But
Hey, I'm a dad now. I can do this. I'm allowed to do this.
I'm glad.
It's so good.
You said, was it me? You that sent me.
I will want to be where he's going.
Did you send me the joke on Courtney's messenger?
Yes.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Hold on.
Yes.
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 That was me.
Yes, I could tell.
Yeah, no, you couldn't. You said I expect this sort of stuff from Troy, Courtney. I'm like, oh my goodness, Jackson, figure it out.
Sorry. Yes, no. This is strange. Courtney's messaging me. Is everything all right?
Yeah, you should have worked. You should have worked out the moment.
Yes.
Like, oh, that's weird. Why did Courtney message me?
I think you've done it before, though. I just never really bothered to put two together.
I have messaged you with Courtney's phone because I'm like, I can't be bothered trying to find this on my phone or sending it to me so I can send it to Jackson when I should just bypass all of that and send it to Jackson.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
And I thought, I won't write my name. I won't put my name on it because Jackson will just think it's funny.
People actually, I've seen people like on Twitter or Facebook where there's an article thread, whatever, and the original poster at the end of each post writes his name or their name. So it's like Liam writes, "This article dropped. This is going to have a major impact on the government, Liam." And then someone's like, "What's going to happen to this, Liam?" And then they're like, "Oh, it's going to blah blah blah, Liam." Like, got
to put your name on everything.
Yeah.
Got to put your name on everything out as.
It's just like, stop it, Liam.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Liam.
And but in the transcript, you've written your name on it.
Yeah, and quote.
And so, is that not your dick pic?
I heard a dumb joke that back in the day they used a dick read as opposed to a dick pic.
What's a dick read?
I don't know. I heard on a podcast. It was like,
it's a special
medieval thing.
No, it's a special kind of medium. What are they called? Like a mind read. It's a special kind of medium.
Just imagine like a scroll.
This old lady walks into like on the show or in the wherever the plot with is happening. It's like, I can tell whose dick this is. I can sense it on the dick field.
Just imagine
on the dick lines instead of Layla.
I'm just imagining like in the palace, a messenger boy runs in. Your Highness, a message from King Julian. It's a dick, sir. What?
They've done stuff like that.
I know. I wouldn't be surprised.
People have done like little clips like that.
Yeah,
the first ever dick pic or something like that.
They could have a dick read, maybe. I don't know. That's what the joke might have been. But anyway.
I don't think it was quite like that.
No.
But anyway, the main thing I was going to get to before is like, I found it fascinating that even like people can get like 6K subscribers just from writing like doing a comment at the right time in the right place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, drama gets you subscribers.
And then a tear went down my eye, and I went, "Why can't we have more subscribers?"
Because we don't cause drama. We don't network.
That is true. We don't network. That is also true.
This is a show for us and for the odd one or two other people who listen.
I know. I'm grateful for the 15 people.
But that's crazy. People actually pay podcast platforms to put their shows on it, and then on top of that, they use podcast applications, which you also pay for to record and upload.
Oh, Jackson, you have no idea. It's getting bad.
It's getting bad. Yeah.
It's getting so my mum has Amazon, right? Because she wanted to get Prime so she could watch a certain show, right?
Yeah, ours.
So she ended up getting Amazon because you have to get our show. That's right. We're on Amazon now. You got to pay the
Amazon
premium.
special.
The average bloke's Amazon special.
How could that podcast show be a special on Amazon, honestly?
To be fair, if we could actually probably make our own fake Amazon Prime ad or premium show ad, Amazon exclusive, whatever they're called.
You know what I'm imagining, though? Like, because you have the cinematic shots in TV shows or whatever. Just imagine, like, a drone shot hovering over up in the back of us. Just like...
In a world where two average blokes, are walking at a park.
That's a
I can only imagine that shop happening at your local park. At your, you know the one.
Yeah. I know the one.
I can only imagine, and then there's a still. Then it cuts, and it has like the low angle camera, so from the feet,
Yes.
like pointing up, and us walking in slow motion.
You know, I mean, a creative idea for networks. Why isn't there a TV drama show about podcasts? Like, there needs to be like a.
There is. It's called Two Blokes and One Mic.
Although the common trait for
it's
podcast is three white men and a.
It's called two and a half white men.
Oh,
two and a half mics is what I was gonna say, but
Magic Mike. And
instead of going, and it goes Mike at the end.
Oh goodness me. Anyway, so you're getting on. Did you finish your point? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Your mum
no,
was
I
getting
lost
Amazon.
track.
Mum got Amazon Prime.
That's right. All right. So she got Amazon, obviously, to watch
Yes.
TV shows.
Yes.
We use it because why not?
Yes.
And we got an ad on Amazon, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, this is weird. So I called up Mum and I go, hey Judy, are you getting ads on Amazon now? And she goes, yeah, well, I haven't yet because I haven't used it in a couple of days, or I haven't used it. But that I heard that like that's a thing now. So I went, wait. You're paying for this, like this service,
Premium service, yeah.
the premium service, or just the service? No, she's not paying premium. She's paying for the service,
Right.
and they're giving her ads.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, it's happening.
Yeah, because
Oh no.
I know with Twitch Prime, because you get Amazon Prime as well, people who have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime still get ads despite the fact that they've paid for premium and you're not meant to get ads.
Wait, so okay,
Twitch.
just to clarify, because I don't know
Yes.
much about Twitch. Is Twitch bought by Amazon, owned by Amazon,
Yes,
or not?
based partially. Yeah,
It is.
basically, yeah.
Okay.
So when you say
So
Twitch
these-
Prime, you basically mean
It's part of Amazon Prime?
basically.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And so when
okay.
you have Twitch Prime, you're
convenient.
meant to have. This is from my understanding. I could be completely wrong, but from my understanding is when you pay for Twitch Prime, you basically watch your favorite streamers
Get
without
Amazon
any
Prime
ads.
too. Yeah. Well, that's my understanding last time I
Yeah.
checked.
I think that's correct. I could be wrong, but too bad.
That you pay. Well, why I get ads? So why would I not pay? Yeah, it's pay to lose the ads.
Which is dumb
the
because you
thing.
can install ad blockers for. I mean, this is YouTube. I'm going to talk about there, but I don't know if there's ads for Twitch, ad blocker for Twitch video streamers. I don't know.
I found it funny that YouTube, like, YouTube had the ad thing, right?
Adpocalypse.
Like the ad. No, they had the little. So when you're using an ad blocker, it comes up with, oh, we know you're using an ad blocker. Have you considered not doing that? Because our creators deserve money, and by our creators I mean we deserve money.
Like the
which is
top
fair.
5.
Yeah. Mr. Beast T series and
Markiplier.
that. No, he's not top 5. I looked it up literally today.
Ah.
I was incredibly curious because after watching that video about him, I was like, I wonder how many subscribers that guy's got now. He's got over 300 million,
Yes.
which is ridiculous.
How many of them are
But,
bots though?
You have a point there, yes. What I was impressed with, that it says how many videos that his channel has uploaded and other channels. He's only uploaded like 800 videos.
That's wild.
That's incredible. Like, that's efficiency.
Do you
That's
think,
really
though,
efficient.
Do you think though he had another channel before he went to Mr. Beast?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because there is a video that he uploaded when he first started YouTube. He uploaded this video that was primed to to post, and it was designed to post 4 years after his channel. And it's an actual because the quality's bad.
Yeah.
He just looks like a normal, like doesn't look all he looks completely young.
Yeah.
And sounds differently and acts a little bit differently. And he basically was saying, I don't know where this channel is going to go, but this will be an interesting experiment. That video is 4 years old.
Right.
So it's like he had made it 8 years ago or something like that. So I don't think he had a channel before that. I think he just started the channel and snowballed
Yeah. Fair enough. That happens. Yeah.
and then made other channels afterwards.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I find it like as if you're paying. It's like paying for YouTube. Not even YouTube, really. It's like
YouTube
paying
Red.
for any. It's like paying for any service, and then they go, "Oh, by the way, we're going to put ads on you as well."
You don't mind
So
us.
you got to pay extra to get the ads removed for the thing you're already paying for. Could you
Makes no
imagine you
sense.
bought... Hear me out here. You buy Splatoon 4 because we all know it's coming at some point, and then you go to get into a game and it goes, oh, before we put you in this match, would you mind watching this 5-minute video or this you got to watch this 30-second clip, our ad, before every single match, and they're like, oh, you can get it, but you don't have to.
No,
all
you
you
don't
have to do is pay for the Nintendo program.
Only. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Like,
that's how they get you.
At least with what's the Nintendo Pass thing? What's that called
Nintendo Switch
again?
Online.
Yeah, at least with Nintendo Switch Online, I'm not paying for the games or anything like that. I'm paying for the online service and using their servers to play with other people online.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that.
As well as your older games, though, too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's with the expansion.
Yeah.
Or the
that's
plus
part of it.
thing.
That's part of it, though, yeah.
You don't get it with the normal one. I had to pay extra to get Majora's
okay.
Mask.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a
It's
while
not
since I've
much
used
more.
it, so.
Yeah, well, that's it. I let it pass, and I literally only like renewed it for Majora's Mask. Which, in hindsight, I probably could have just bought a copy of Majora's Mask for some other platform.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But I wanted to play on my Switch.
Yeah, it's fair. I don't know if I think it came on 3DS. That's the only.
It did, yeah, but the 3DS version is horrible.
Yeah,
Like I'm not joking. They ruined the game. Apparently, they also ruined a few of the mechanics.
Okay.
I have watched recently because I've been getting into watching people do randomizers and speedruns of Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a guy do like a comparison video between the old Majora's Mask and the 3DS version. And one of the things that they actually get rid of in the 3DS version literally breaks one area in the game. So it makes it incredibly hard to actually like get past it.
Okay.
It's not too basically when you wear the Deku mask, so you become a Deku scrub like a wood person.
Yes, yeah, I know they are.
You're able to hop on the water, and you hop from one lily pad and you hop on the water a couple of times. You get like 5 hops, and then you land on the other lily pad. If you don't, you fall. When you leave a certain area, you come out the loading zone, and you've got like that much space between the loading zone and the water.
Mm-hmm.
And usually you can spin and get a bit of extra speed and jump, or you keep your momentum from moving. But in the 3DS version, they remove the momentum.
Oh, great.
So the moment you hit so you're running, right?
You can't get
the
across.
moment you jump onto the water, you
stop.
lose all your speed and then go doot, doot, doot. So there's this one spot where this lily pad is like over here and you've got that much space to gain speed. So you got to like, you got to like creep back as far as you can before you re-enter the loading zone and somehow get enough speed. And there's literally like you miss it just every single time.
Gosh. Oh, goodness me. Oh, well. I mean, this is the thing with remasters. Surprisingly, it's like that. It's kind of funny to hear that. Like, sometimes the remasters aren't that great. Like, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl was one remake that wasn't that great. But, you know, eventually they fixed it. But by that time, it was like, just rubbish.
And I know, but don't, if you remake something, like...
Or remaster, yeah.
If you remaster something, don't change the mechanics. Like, don't change what ain't broke.
Well, I did for the 1,000 Year Door for Paper Mario, so... But that was for the better.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with improving a game, but for example, another thing that they did in the Majora's Mask is when you dress as a Zora, when you put on the Zora mask, when you swim in the water, you're a fish person and have like fins. Yeah. When you swim in the original, you swim like a dolphin and spin and twist and all that, and you gain speed.
Right.
When you swim in the remake, you literally swim like a person, and there's no speed to it. Like, it actually, I haven't gotten the Zora mask yet. Because I haven't played it in a couple of days, and but if I get up to that point at some point, I can tell just from watching other people how enjoyable it would be to swim in the area because you really are zooming through the water.
Yeah.
But because they got rid of that in the remake and got rid of the speed. There's this, most of the area where you start off swimming is this big open area full of nothingness. So it makes sense to be able to quickly get from one area to another because otherwise it just takes a long time to swim there.
That does sound like a bit of a pain, but anyway. I was going to say, I don't want to talk about gaming because there's a few other things I do want to cover.
Fair enough.
There's a new Zelda game, and this time you actually play as Zelda.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw
Oracle
Echoes
Echoes
of
of
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah.
And there's a lot of jokes going like, imagine how people figure out that Zelda is actually the girl and not Link.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because you've been playing Legend of Zelda, and
Finally, I get to play a real Legend of Zelda game.
it's funny though because it's like all this time you've been playing as Link, but the game's called Legend of Zelda.
I just find it amusing that like the first version, the first one, like Link to the Past, right? You play Legend of Zelda Link to the Past. People are like, yeah, see, Link's in that one, but they've done it in a way that it sounds like.
Yes, no, that's not.
In fact, is that how you spell? I don't know
What?
why, but Link, the word Link
L-I-N-K,
for
L-I-N-K.
including for a chain link, it's spelled
Yes,
the same way.
L-I-N-K. Yes.
Yeah, okay. For some reason, it doesn't. Every time I think of Link like that,
doesn't
I don't.
fit with-
I feel like it doesn't spell. I feel like it's spelled two different ways.
What's the other way?
But that's the problem. I'm sitting there going, why do I think that? I'll tell you. No, there are two different ways. One, you've got the name Link, which is
Yes.
spelled with a capital,
Yes.
and then you've got the word Link,
Yes.
which is spelled without a capital.
Oh. I was like, are you thinking like a European version, like L-I-N-C?
Oh, no. Link. Oh yeah, Link. No,
Link. L-I-N-C-K.
Link.
Oh, sorry, L-I-N-C. Sorry.
no. L-I-K-E.
Like.
Like. There's no way to win it.
Brewery? Link.
No. L-A-N-C-K?
Yeah, that's. I feel like the C.
Ah.
I feel like though in that case the C is not
Yeah.
necessary.
Link. Linkica. Linkica.
But the C is silent.
Listen.
Hey, listen.
I'll
Yes.
tell you what, one thing they did fix when they made the original Majora's Mask is they worked out the I think the fairy's called Navi,
Yes,
I
Navi.
believe, yeah. They worked out when they changed it to tail or tail or however it's pronounced, instead of like hearing listen, it just makes a ding-a-ling noise.
Yes, it just makes
It just makes like the sound of a fairy movie.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so last episode,
Before we move on, I
Yes.
also got this again.
the premium thing.
Yeah, the premium sake. Premium sake. That's
Sake.
somehow the cheapest one you can get, but it's premium.
Yes. Premium new sake desu. So last episode we were finishing off because you wanted to talk about eventually your car crashes or crash.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while since I crashed into someone else. It was their fault.
It's been a while since I crashed at 80 kilometers an hour and ruined the car.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've heard
But
that
at least
song.
he said, I'm sorry, I'll pay you back. And I said, mate, you don't have to deal with me. You'll just have to deal with insurance.
And the police.
And the police, which, yeah. Well, I thought he had a P-plate license that he was driving on his own. But it turned out he'd only applied for that P-plate license and was international.
Yeah, it's been a while since he knew what he was doing.
I guess in India they don't have left turn arrows.
They don't even have traffic control. They just go that way. Yep, all right.
I don't know, I
So,
haven't been.
I changed lane now. Good luck, everyone.
No, that's in China.
Yeah, I know, but that's the Family Guy reference.
It's beep beep and then change lanes.
I
I
changed
cannot
lanes.
imagine. I cannot imagine someone beeping and then change lanes. Like you
No,
wouldn't know
they
which
wouldn't
way
do
they're
that.
turning.
That's too thoughtful. Why would they do that? They would just lane cut 5 lanes to get to the exit ramp in time.
Oh,
True story.
horrible to think about. Is it? Did that
Yes. Well, I've seen it. Well, I think the worst I've seen is 3 lanes to jump it over to get into the exit ramp.
happen? I don't think
which
I've
is-
ever seen someone cut 5 lanes.
Well, that's what you. Well,
I've seen
I mean,
someone.
that's
I've
fair.
seen someone pull in, speed up, pull in, and then go. Like I've
then-
seen them go
Yeah.
carefully-ish across,
Maybe.
or slow down, speed up to get through.
I may have over-exaggerated because the monitor only has 4 lanes max.
But I haven't seen. Yeah, true. I don't think I've seen someone like go straight, like just like actually cutting across. Yeah. Like, I've seen them slow down, go into a lane, stop in that lane, and speed up or slow down, and then change lanes very quickly, mind you.
Yes,
like, very. But I've never seen someone just go straight across.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So, yeah. Do you want to talk about it? The guy open book and tell us about your car crash and everything that unfolded.
There's not much more to talk about. I hit a
He
guy.
literally said last episode that, we were saving a whole episode for the car crash.
Well, that was like 2 weeks ago. I've forgotten.
No, that's fair.
Okay, well, I was a bit annoyed, right? Because
Story time.
I wanted to move over into the left lane, and there was I was coming up. I got through the first set of lights, and I'm like, "There's no traffic. I can move over to the left lane and just stick to the left lane until I get to the turn off onto the freeway." Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking that, and I'm like, "Oh well, there's a bit of traffic behind me, like not much, but I'll get in front of everybody, and then I'll change lanes." Mm-hmm. And so I thought about it before I went through the lights. Before the lights turned green, like three traffic lights back from where the car accident happened, I was going to go into the left lane. And if I had have gone to the left lane, this guy would have cut in front of probably the four-wheel drive that was like behind me originally at this point. Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't have hit him. He would have cut him off, and the guy would have beeped him and slowed down to the set of lights and got through. But because I was in the far right lane and the lights literally just turned green, we both turned. I went into the intersection and the guy turned simultaneously.
Okay.
Because he sees green and he goes without thinking, that turning signal is red. I shouldn't go, but there's no traffic around.
What's the risk?
And so I was a bit bummed about that because I was sitting there going, why didn't I just cruise? Because I did speed back up to 80 to go through. It was red and then they turned green, so I was like, sweet, I'll speed up to the speed limit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the thing that annoyed me, the guy comes running over, and I've just like smashed into his car. He's on the opposite side of his car. I've hit his passenger side, so he's fine. His car just goes, just flies off onto the traffic island. Oh, yeah. My car hits his, bounces off, and turns. It ends up like almost taking out the crossing, the crossing pole. Like it's across the pedestrian crossing.
Yeah.
And the front of my car shattered, and my airbags have gone off in my face. I'm sitting there like I had no idea what's happened. Like it was. I literally had. I think I checked the dash cam. I had 5 seconds to react.
Wait, do I?
Not even. I think I had less time than that.
Do I have it?
You don't have it.
No,
you don't have it. I didn't send it to you. Nobody's. Why would you have it?
I was gonna say what happened. You know that Mickey Mouse clip.
Yeah. Oh, that.
What happened? Well, I can't do it right now.
But I'll tell you what, I saw him and I was like,
you son of a bitch. I'm in. Should just cut off it before I'm in, because then that would have made more sense. But then there wasn't a shot fired in that thing.
Yeah, no, I hit him and
to shreds, you say.
The car was, yes.
Yeah, the car, he was fine. He comes running. I've gotten out of my car. There's dust, like gunpowder in my face. Literal gunpowder, because they've got gunpowder in the airbags.
Yes, that's how they fire off.
Because I was like, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, and I got to get out of the car. Like, so I open the door and I get out and I stumble out of the car, and I walk out. First thing I'm thinking to myself, I've just crashed into someone. We're in an intersection. Get onto the side, like get on the sidewalk. Get off the road.
Yeah.
He comes running up. Oh yeah, you're okay. Yeah. I'm all right. I had the green. Why? You pulled out in front of me. I'm like, he goes, I had the green, and I'm like.
Did you?
I had the fucking green. I had the green. And he's like, no, I had the green. The guy behind me, who happens to actually be an accident, who happened to be like, not RACV, but one of those, work for one of those companies, accident coming places or something, accident assistance vehicle he had. So he pulled off the side towards where the uni was, and he's parked his car and he walks up to us. And the guy's going, I had the green. I'm like, I had the green. And the guy goes, nah, mate, we had the green.
Yeah.
Looking at the other guy, and he's like, he's like, he's flabbergasted. He's shocked. He's like, what? No. And he's like, and he goes, yeah, we, and he points at me. We had the green. And the guy's like, oh no, and he's like, oh. And next thing you know, he's asking questions like, oh yeah, I'll pay you back. I'm so sorry. I'll pay you back. I'm sitting there thinking, am I injured? What's like? I'm in shock. Like I'm literally like I'm not panicking. I'm in shock, but I'm sitting there going, oh my god, like am I okay? Mm-hmm. And I felt fine, but the amount of times I just lied, like I was standing, and then I'd just go, I need to lie down. So I'd sit down, I'd lie down. Both of them was like, oh, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I need to take this in. I need a minute.
Yeah.
And the guy, I thought the guy said he had a kid in the car, but it was the other guy talking about, because I mentioned I was on my way back from seeing my kid who was just born.
Yeah.
And I think the other guy said that he was on the phone to the police or the ambulance and he said that. Mm-hmm. I thought the other guy said he had a kid in the car, so I ran over to his car with him thinking he had a kid in there. I thought you said you had a kid in the car. And he goes, no, I don't have any kids. I'm like, oh, okay, well, thank goodness for that. I'm like, oh, okay, good.
I haven't killed anyone.
Because it's like literally 2 days after Axel was born.
Yeah.
And so I'm still in dad mode.
Speaking of dad mode, because I want to sidetrack real quick. I've been so last weekend just gone. I've been working at an abattoir in Stool, and all the jokes came out about the township of Stool. And so, like, Tisha was like, don't stall it there. And I'm like, well, I have to see what's in stall. Like, it's saying install.
Yeah, I get you. Make sure you don't stall anything.
And I said, when I leave, I'll make sure I uninstall.
But first, I got to take a massive stall.
But the thing was, because I was working in an abattoir, it was all lamb. So, like, lambs, unfortunately, getting herd up into a thing and then going through the phase.
I don't know how that's unfortunate.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Anyway,
I don't know how that's unfortunate. Jackson, do you ever have a lamb roast?
Not very often.
Well, you're missing out then.
But anyway, the joke I was going to line up for was that when I was there, I was feeling rather sheepish. So I got bad vibes.
Oh, God, that's so bad.
Thanks.
Yeah, so did they.
Yeah, that pulled the wool out of their eyes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Troy, now that you're a dad, you have the license to tell awful bad dad jokes. Yep. That's you got a clap and really did it. So that was one of the places of all time to work at, actually. Quite eye-opening.
Fair enough. Anyway, I said to the guy,
yes,
like, all right, like I took a couple of photos of my car and his car and got his license plate and that. Mm-hmm. And I all right, where's have you got your driver's license? And he goes, and he says, which is what I heard him say, but I think that's what he said. I'm 80% sure, or no, I'm like 90% sure he said, I have my learners, but he was meant to say, I'm getting my learners. All right. Now I don't know if I misheard him or if he said I've got my learners, because he went to show me his learners on the phone, right? Mm-hmm. And then he said, I've got an international license. I'm like, okay, show me the international license. So I took a photo of his international license, and then I said to him, why the were you driving on if you had your learners in the Australian license? And he goes, oh, well, I've got my international license. And I go, I don't give a shit if you've got your international license. If you've got your learners here, you shouldn't be driving without someone else in the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it turns out, because when I spoke to the cops a couple of days later to get some other stuff sorted out, one of the police said to me that one of the constables who took down the guy's details, he said he was getting his learners.
Yes.
And that he was still allowed to drive on his international license for another 3 months.
Okay.
So you're allowed to do it for 6 months. So he'd been doing it for 3 months.
Gotcha.
So odds are it probably wasn't even his car. Probably was not his car, but
wonder how
he asked me. Going. He asked me. Well, he asked me how. Yes. He asked me how much. He goes, "Oh, how much is the car worth?" And I told him the amount, and he goes, "Oh, I don't." I goes, "I can't pay that back."
He went,
he's like, "Oh, I can't." No. Yeah, he was like, yeah, his literary reaction was actually,
"Oh no, oh no,
he."
Oh, you can tell the whole scene with your soundboard at this stage.
And he's going, I'll pay you back. And I go, look, mate, like you won't be dealing with me. You'll be dealing with the insurance people, like
and the
I'm
authorities.
And like people are talking. And when I heard he was only on his learners, or when I thought he said that, I said to the other bloke who was there, "Did you call the police?" And he went, "Yeah, they're on the way."
Yeah, gotcha.
And so ambulance rocked up after the police rocked up. The police took my details, took everyone's details, all that stuff. But before they rocked up, the guy said, "Oh, my mates want to have a chat with you."
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my mates here. I want to have. Do you mind if you come over to the side and we can have a chat? And I'm like, and I didn't think about it at the time whether it was like some sort of whether they just wanted to have a chat or whether or can we sort this out with the police without the police or anyone involved or sort this out somehow.
Oh.
That sort of thing. And
Yeah,
I'm thinking to myself, I'm not sure. I wouldn't say under the table,
No.
but sort this out somehow. Like, because you don't want to you don't want to get the cops involved because they'll charge the person for doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So that's why people try to avoid getting the cops involved. But the fact is, you got two wrecked cars in the middle of a main road intersection. Like, there's no not calling the police for that. Like, how are we going to get the cars moved?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Vic Roads needs to sort it all out and all that, and they're the fastest way to get them involved. But but I said to the guy at the time, I'm like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you, mates. And he tries to talk to me some more, and he goes, "Oh, can we just talk about it?" And I go, "Mate, I don't want to talk to you at all." Like you've given me this international driver's license. Like I don't even know if you live here. Like for all I know, you've been here for 3 days or something.
That's right.
He had he had good English. I think he was probably a uni student. So he was actually here in Australia to study here in Australia.
There must be a crackdown on international drivers because, like, the other day I was driving into my state and there was a highway patrol that pulled over. I believe it was an Indian driver. And they were doing everything. They were drug testing him. They were going through his back of his car, through his luggage. So there must be like something.
I get it. Like I understand people got to be able to drive, but if you don't know how to drive, like if I went to America, right?
Yeah.
Like they probably wouldn't, but surely they should have a test to see if we can drive on the right side of the road,
which is their right side. The right side is the right side,
not the wrong side like we do.
You drive on the right side, and we call that.
Surely they must do some quick tests to see because they're like, oh, you're from Europe or you're from Australia. Just show us that you know the difference between because you got to switch sides. So surely they do like a quick test to get the person, or surely you know how to turn here or understand this light. In hindsight,
Thanks,
in hindsight with the accident that happened, it was just unfortunate, wrong place, wrong time. It really was. And the guy just not being aware enough. Like he was probably tired. It was later on at night. And to be fair, no one else is on the road. So he's not behind someone who's turning so he can go, oh yeah, they're turning, I can turn. He's literally deciding for himself. And he sees, and he's probably looking down at his phone or something. He looks up, sees the green light and goes, go.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't realize that he's just turned on a green straight ahead light, not a green turning right light.
Yeah.
So I can understand from the guy's perspective that it was a simple mistake, and it wasn't that he was a bad driver; it was an inexperienced driver.
Yeah.
Like that is understandable.
I just want to end this conversation about this topic just with one thing. I haven't spotted your accident yet on Dashcams Australia.
That's because I haven't posted it anywhere. I've still got it's just sitting on my phone at the moment.
No, that's okay. I just thought
I've been meaning to. I meant to transfer it over, like use the cloud device to transfer it to my other phone, but it didn't work properly.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I'll tell you what, it'll be funny because it'll be our podcast in the background because I was listening to us at the time.
Oh, really? That's brilliant. Do you know what episode it was or what we were talking about? This is what I'm interested to know. If you remember.
No, I can't remember because I looked at some of the audio from earlier when I initially left the hospital.
Oh, that's funny.
But needless to say, I got a free ride. I went back. You know the story mostly, but I went back to the hospital. Same when I left. Went into emergency because I had a bit of a sore neck and sore arm and all that.
Race.
And spent the next 12 hours ish in it, or like 8 hours. No, it was like 12 hours in a neck brace.
My favorite part of that was
barely got any sleep.
Our father-in-law was like this.
Yeah, I don't know how he slept like that. He's sleeping ridiculous. On a desk with his. It's impressive, I'll tell you that. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice that Ian and Andrew came and spent the night with me. Courtney came down from the maternity ward and spent a bit of time with me. She was a bit distraught about it. But I'm just glad after all the tests I did, there was actually nothing wrong with my spine, and I wasn't feeling any other issues.
Oh, crikey. Ah, well.
So good thing I didn't actually get hurt or anything.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. No,
I'll tell you what,
glad you're safe.
But as I said, I forgot to say this earlier, but when I initially got out of the car, I got out of the car like I was a bloody like super. I was like Superman. I was like rubbed. I was like, oh, my shoulder's a little stiff. I walked over and walked over like a badass who just survived. And then as soon as I got to the traffic light, as soon as I got to like the crossing, the pedestrian crossing, I sat down and was like, "Ooh, okay, okay, that just happened."
Because I'm just trying to imagine myself in that situation. I probably do the same thing. Like, oh, that sucked.
And then I looked at the car and was just kind of like, we just got that car.
Yeah, and that's probably
and then I took a closer look at the car and went, maybe I'll go to hospital. Because that thing is fucked.
Yeah, no, it's rooted.
It was completely.
You know what's stupid though? Ever since your accidents of the same model that you've always had, like so the two versions you had before, and now you got the newer version. I keep seeing the original version of your car, or every time, like, oh, there's another Serato. Oh, there's another Serato. That could be Courtney's car.
Well, you know what I think's weird, right?
What's that?
So when we got the blue Serato, when we lost the blue Serato, I mean, we got the white one.
Yes.
A blue one of that, the exact same as our one, parked outside our house.
Yeah.
And then later on, a white one also parked outside our house. And then get this, after we lost the white one, and we've got the greyish one in the driveway, another greyish one, same greyish blackish colour, parked outside our other neighbour's place.
I guess Serato's like the top selling car at the moment. What's going on here?
Yeah, because because nobody wants to pay $40,000 for a Toyota Corolla.
There must be like a top seller.
They are, because they're a cheap, good quality car.
Yeah, 27-ish, 27 and a half.
Actually, they were 28 when we looked, and that was just for the base model.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But yeah, it's a really good quality. It's a nice quality not SUV. It's a nice quality car.
Someone has a video review of it, and the caption is "sharp pricing, but it's pretty stiff."
Wait, sharp pricing.
Sharp pricing, but it's pretty stiff.
What they mean expensive?
I don't know, but it's stiff.
Whatever that means. It's a good stiff. It's a good stiff car.
Maybe it's.
You need a good stiff car when you're someone like me.
I don't know.
Takes a good impact.
Takes a lot to knock him down.
Yeah. But yeah, so ended up back to the hospital. Spent 12 hours in a neck brace. Good thing there wasn't actually something wrong with me, because those neck braces are incredibly painful. If I didn't have something wrong with my neck or my back, I do now. No.
Well done on ignoring my joke. I appreciate that.
What joke?
I said neck minute.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't even realize.
That's okay. I didn't really do the accent.
Because it has to be funny.
Oh, yes. No, dad jokes, you don't have to be funny. Those have to be funny to you. That's all that matters on dad jokes.
You need to brace yourself once in a while, Jackson, for people not to laugh.
Oh, I've braced. I've been braced. Don't worry. This forearm has been braced once before.
Has it? Oh.
Yeah. When I was 14, I fell off my bike and bruised my elbow, so they gave me a brace, which seemed a bit dumb, considering it was just a pathetic injury. So
you fell off your bike.
Yeah. And the worst part was, you know what the best part was? I was leaving, so it was school knockoff.
Yeah.
It was school knockoff, and just got my bike out of the bike yard, about to go at the gate, and that's when I fell off.
I mean, did you break a bone?
No, I bruised it badly though.
Okay, fair enough.
And apparently that's like, oh, we'll put a cast on that, because that's what they do. They put casts on.
Wait, they said braces.
That? The doctor, this is the country hospital.
Did you bruise your arm or bruise the bone?
Bone.
You bruised the bone.
A bone.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. See, the thing is, though, the reason why I looked is because I actually got 2 pings earlier during this recording, and they were legit pings. That one's not legit because I'm not that popular. The problem is you put the loop on it and it makes it too for real. Too surreal. Yes. Yes? Yes. But yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's right. A little highlight I forgot to mention is I've learnt the Pokemon Center theme.
What?
No, that's.
No, I know. I'm only teasing. I'm teasing. Hold on. I can't.
I was like,
I gotta
that's
do
Saffron City.
which theme? Which Pokemon theme?
So it's basically- No, that's the heal. That's close. I think you just did the healing one. but I
That's the
think you
healing
dropped it.
one.
Yeah.
That's the healing one. Ah, yes. I was trying to think of it.
I think it's a Fireleaf. That one specifically
glad
is a
you
Fireleaf
finally-
red green.
I'm glad you finally learned how
Fireleaf
to
red
how to
green.
how to. Yep. Yeah. Those are the games.
Fireleaf red green.
Wow.
Yep. Quickly. Use a repel.
Okay, now I got to search. Thanks a lot. Now I got to search that.
Fire red leaf green for those wondering why I was
leaf.
going
Yep,
crazy.
that's right. That's right. Fire green, leaf red.
So Bulbasaur was a fire type and Charmander was a grass type.
And Squirtle.
Still water because screw Squirtle. You okay? You okay?
I
No?
searched Pokemon, and that was not Pokemon.
Wait, how can you search Pokemon and yet give you a result that wasn't Pokemon?
You'd be surprised.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay,
But
well that happens.
I didn't search very well. I didn't get the one I was after. But
Yeah, so
the important thing is,
I think it's the.
I got the best one.
I think it was the one of the.
This will be our new outro.
Yeah, not copyrighted at all. Can you stop that? Yeah, because I
I know you might want to remove that actually because it's probably copyrighted somehow.
Well, it's very 8-bitted, so it might not be recognised, but yeah, I think once you play it short enough that it won't. Yeah, this is going to be great content. Just randomly play the bits of a song, the copyright song, through the whole.
I could almost do the next part. I almost
I don't
did the
want it to be
gym.
that.
I almost did the Elite Four sound just from that.
See, the things I'm not familiar with the Elite Four theme, but it's just the battle theme, but hyped up a bit.
Oh, maybe it is the battle theme I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
it wasn't
is.
the Elite Four theme. Yeah, it was the battle theme.
Because like the themes like your rival battle and then the trainer battle and also the Elite Gym or Elite Four members. Basically, they're based off the same tone, but then they just hype them up a little bit different, like, depending on.
Yeah, well,
they
the Elite
are.
Form's like a banger one.
Yeah, it's a banger. It goes off. Tunes. That's music.
Except for the black and white Elite Four, that is
Yes,
different.
that's different because Black and White was a redo on having original Pokemon only. Like with Gen 1.
I watched a video that said black and white sounds hit different. And I agree.
Someone who had never played Black and White, they were playing it and then they came across a bit where they recognised this music and it's from a meme. And they're like, oh my gosh, I never realised this music was from this game. And then they got absolutely heckled to bits saying you never
they
knew.
would have. Hey, some people don't know where babies come from for a few years.
Yeah, they come from the sky.
Some people
from
don't.
birds.
Some people, like someone I know from high school, didn't find out until year 9 high school
About how babies are made.
about how babies are made.
Oh, okay.
She thought. I won't tell you, but it involves a. Never mind.
It involves cosmetics and a needle. Leave it at that.
It involves drinking. Something.
I mean, to a degree, that is a step.
And it goes into your belly, and
out
that's
the-
why pregnant women get big bellies because it grows in their belly,
And that's how the stock market crashed.
and that's how the stock market crashed, son.
Because the baby bonus. So relevant.
To shreds, you say?
Yeah, the baby bonus absolutely just shreds. It's a shame we missed out on the baby bonus. They got rid of it. mid 2010s, I think it was, maybe.
So, while you bring up Pokemon and that, and you bring up Fireleaf and Red Green.
Best games, man. Sorry,
Fire Green and Red Leaf. There we go. I got it right.
That's the one. Definitely not going to be added.
I know. I watched another video that's about 11 months old where it was a guy who does. I think it was a computery tech video channel. I think when I looked at the channel, but he did a video talking about Temu and Temu fake products.
Oh, okay.
And he was giving. It wasn't really a review video, but it turned into one a little bit. But it was basically him explaining how Temu, what are they called? Bootleg versions of games, like how they work and what they are.
Reproduced basically.
If they're worth, not if they're worth buying, but the junk that they're selling, essentially. Yeah. And it was quite funny. What are they called? They're called, not bootleg, the word I'm called.
Reproduced.
Fakes. Temu fake versions of things.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
And he went through and he bought a DS game, a Leaf Green game for Game Boy Advance, and Mario 64 with a 64 cartridge. And he basically explained, you can tell it's fake because of the plastic. There's mostly the plastic. Yep. And he showed with the DS of Pokemon Pearl, he goes, you can the thing that really gives it away is, and he flips it over and he goes, there's the SD card sticking in with the ROM of Pokemon Pearl.
Yes.
And he showed another one of these DS ROMs that had like 160 different games on it. Yeah. And he goes, it's the same thing with this one. There it is. There's the 16 gigabyte SD card or the whatever.
Because I get getting those stupid ads on Facebook, like, buy this system where you can play up to 500 old retro games, including from Commodore, and you plug it into your TV, and that's all you need to do.
But here's the funny thing: the game worked pretty much exactly like the game. Like you click on, like obviously you had to click on something and then click play game instead of just clicking to play the game. Yeah,
boot ROM,
and he took them. So that one, and he was showing how, compared to the Pearl version that he had, or the Diamond version, he had the bootleg Pearl compared to the. You could see that a couple of things were slightly off, but it was very, very close, and it looked very similar. And then he had the Leaf Green, and he basically was like, "This it's almost like it's a really good knockoff. Everything was almost perfect. Again, it was just a couple of color changes and things that are slightly off that you wouldn't even notice unless you took one version and looked at the other one."
Sure.
And then he took it apart, and on the back of it, on the actual chip with the game on it, it actually says Nintendo copyright on it. So he goes, you can see they've gone through quite a bit of effort to get that right. But as you can see, compared to what the real ones look like, all the circuits are in the wrong places.
Yeah.
And then he tested that, and it worked exactly as you'd expect. It worked perfectly.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And then again, he did the same thing with the with the Nintendo 64. He said a couple of things were slightly off, like the Nintendo symbol was slightly lower, or the copyright symbol was slightly higher, or this and that. The thing that gave it away is the eye in the Nintendo on the back of the cartridge was a circle instead of a little square.
Oh, okay.
Because he compared it to his actual version of Mario 64. And then you could tell us straight away, like you take off the back, you take it apart and you look at the actual chipboard, and it's a lot different. It didn't have any Nintendo stuff written on it, while his original one was like gold and had Nintendo on it. And again, that all worked perfectly. And he was kind of like, I don't mind this. Like they're expected to work properly, and they do work properly, and they look like the real thing. So they're good quality copies. They're good quality copies. And he goes, but every time I've looked at them, they're selling them for the same price as the original. Yeah, like you can buy a secondhand version of all of these for these
hundreds of dollars or whatever stupid, maybe.
Yeah, no, they were all pretty cheap, except for the Leaf Green. The Leaf Green was the more expensive one, and even he said you won't find a $5 copy of Leaf Green. That's the thing that really gave it away for him, that it was a fake.
So this Japanese Pokemon Emerald, the thing that makes it legit is, see that top corner here? There's these 4 little copper squares or whatever it is on the... Yep. So some fakes won't have that on there. That's how you tell if it's real or not.
Yeah, well, you take apart the thing and you'll be able to see the chipboard's completely different. But yeah, that's I'd imagine that's how you do it.
And because it's a transparent cartridge as well.
How do you know it's real?
Oh, it's
you said that, but have you checked?
I've dumped it on my computer and it works. It's legit.
You've dumped it? What does that mean?
You don't. So there's a thing where you can plug in any game cartridge, a GBA cartridge, so like a USB thing, and what it does is it rips the ROM from the cartridge onto your computer.
Oh, so you're stealing. Oh, he's stealing.
Not really. It's
okay, but if it takes the ROM from your computer, how does that make you know it's legit? Because if you put a fake in, wouldn't it just take the ROM?
The program I used to rip it from the thing into the computer says this, like it tells you that the game is legit or whatever. There's some sort of authentication check it runs.
All right, I'm gonna check your word on that one.
Yeah, because I've got with the fire green copy.
Oh well, that's definitely a fake. Your fire green copy.
Yeah, it's got the 4 squares again.
Oh, wow. You've actually got a fire green. That's not green.
No, it's fire green. What are you talking about?
Hey, isn't that my copy?
No, it's Ryan's.
That's right. I wonder if I've still got... Did I throw out my Game Boy Advance? I think I did.
I've got one. Do you want it? For no
reason?
A
Game Boy... Have you got a Game Boy Advanced SP?
Is that the small one-screen one?
That's the square one. It's the square one. The square box.
Oh, you mean... Hold on. I'm so dumb. You mean this one?
No, it's the next one from that. It's an SP. Game Boy Advance SP.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Special.
It's
it's an open up box.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
opens
yeah,
up.
gotcha.
It's
Yeah.
before they made the DS, it only had one screen. But
Before they
it's
had the flip
essentially
phones.
you know how you got the buttons on the side?
Oh, this has batteries. Yeah.
Yeah, this one had the buttons in the middle of the box. Or on one side of the box. So you open it up, you had the screen and then you had the buttons. So you could play it like how the original Game Boy was.
Let's see if this works. Did I not?
I probably threw it out. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown it out.
Yeah, that's worth 100. That stuff is worth so much money.
Nah, not really. I don't think it's worth anything, to be honest. And
you'd
it's
be
not.
surprised.
You can buy a bootleg copy off Temu for $5. Jackson, stop playing the game. This is a podcast. This isn't your shiny hunting time.
This isn't. Oh, never mind.
Get him out of here.
The battery's flat anyway.
Oh my god!
Yeah, battery's flat anyway. It's all good.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
thank
is fine, 'cause I got
goodness.
rechargeables.
No offense, but I really don't care.
Understandable. Have a day.
Anyway, my point being, my point. So the guy's point was basically that
Yes.
it's pretty cheap. They
Easier
shouldn't
to
be
fake
selling them for that price. Like you shouldn't be
Yeah.
paying $30 for a bootleg version of Super Mario 64.
If you're shopping for video games on Temu, you already know that what you're going to be buying is not legit.
But
anyway,
what I'm surprised is how good they are. Like
Yeah,
the
I
copies
guess
they're really good. Like I'd happily I'd rather pay $20 for a version of Leaf Green than pay $50 or $100 for a proper copy. I just want to be able to plug it into a Game Boy and play it.
yeah.
I'm not a collector.
No, you're not a storer. Well, I mean,
That's
hoarder.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a storer or a hoarder.
I meant to say just hoarder, but for some reason I said
Not a
storer
florer.
instead. But
I am a florer.
I'm not a roofer.
Look, Jackson, I'm not a storer or a hoarder. I'm a florer.
My name's not Laura. Yes. All right. Well, I think that'll wrap it up.
That was the intro.
That was the intro.
There it is. Okay,
But
so I've actually got silly outro, intro, real outro, and then I've got average slopes outro.
You know what's funny? We've had so many dank intros for one show, and yet we've only done like 70 odd episodes, and we've got like we've had 3 or 4 different intros.
We're working it out. Well, today this intro is the outro.
Oh no! Oh no!
We gather around the mic. Our thoughts begin to stray.
Trust me. What you're seeing
We're
now.
close tonight. Got something real to say. We'll talk our simple ways. From Monday to the breeze. No fancy words, just plays.
All right, I'm stopping that.
And
What
it's
you-
gone.
what-
This line's for people who have money with the bank only. Please step aside.
Yes. See you next
Yes.
week.
All right, I'm done.